Hello everyone, myself Raju Mahato, and today I'm going to talk about badges. How can we add badges on tab in our application that is made by titanium with alloy? So first of all, what is badge? Actually, badge is nothing like the number showing number on the any icon or any tab or any application icon, like on your mobile device you might seen the application which receives push notification there. So on those application, once they get the push notification, number of push notification they receive will display over the icon that represent that application. So here today I'm going to describe how to show the badges on the tab of your application. So let's go for it. Let's jump into the view that is our index.xml. Let's define the alloy tag here. Then for two tab application we need to create the tab group which will represent the all the tabs, and let's define the id for it. So let's say tab group. Then the different tabs that will come under this tab group, let's say I am creating the first tab here which will have id tab 1 for an instance, and title that will representing that tab. So this, let's say here it is tab 1. Then the window that comes under this tab, so here I am defining the window and defining a class, predefined class that was prepared, that was declared by the alloy itself when you create any default application using alloy templating. So that was the container define on your index.tss file. Then we'll define a label, simple label that will show on that window. So and for this label also I am adding that default label class that was also created while creating the application using alloy. That's it. And showing a text here, tab 1 for this window. Now as I am creating a two tab application here, so I am creating another tab for this tab group, so giving it id as tab 2 and also this thing title I've changed. Then here the label also should show that it was the tab 2. The tab 2 gets selected here. Now to open this tab on your window or in your screen on your device, we need to open that tab group also. So using this id for this tab group, I am going to define the open function, call that open function for this tab group on its controller that is on index.js. So to open this, need to call this tab group, then open. That's it only. Now let's check it out on the simulator. Now to define the badges on the tab group, you must be define the icons for that tab. So we will define icon and we also define the tab badge on index.tss file, which is the best practice to define those properties of any element of that view to their respective tss file. So it's loading. Now here you can see that I have defined the two tab and these are the two tab. So here I'm selecting. Now ideally what should I will do, we'll add a icon here, and there will be a badge representing this icon or this tab. So to do that, I am going here on index.tss file. Here I have defined that two tab, so I will add the badge for a single tab. So that was the tab 1. As you can see there, this was the ID for the tab 1. So I am using the property catching their with respect to their ID. So that's it. Now to represent icon, there is a property called icon, and here I'm not using any image. I will use the iPhone system icon, so which I can get using the Titanium API, that is ti.ui.iPhone then system icon and then the name of that icon. So let's say for instance I am trying to show the contact icon, so contacts, that's it. Then to define the badge or to show the badge, there is a property called badge. Here you can see that this was the badge property, and we need to assign the number of badge here. So let's say I am going to show the 4. That's it only. Now I'm going to run it on the simulator. We have also methods related to the tab that will set the number of badge, or that will set the badge on that tab group, on that tab, like set badge. And also we can call their ID and set their badge directly on the from their index.js file or from their controller, like that ID dot badge equal to the number of the badge, or we can use that ID dot set badge, and we can pass the number of page on as the parameter of that function set badge. So here you can see that this is the badge that I have added here, that is 4. So that's it only. So this is for today. We'll continue with some other tips and tricks for alloy using titanium on our next video. So that's all for today. Thanks.